let's focus on paid pigs for a second.
Okay.
Because I want to get back to what these men are doing. We talked about hypergamy and the act of dating up, but I really want to understand the mindset of this financial dominance with these pay pigs. We actually have a couple videos in case you're not familiar with this concept. So this first video, Alejandra, is from this girl called Broke for Bella. See if you can find that one first.
Yes, I have it here.
Let's go.
Pay pigs have funded my entire life for the last 2 years. I used to live in Arizona. They paid for my way to get back to California. They paid for my apartment. They paid for my car, my brand new Tesla. They just bought me and my friends a Miami trip for my 21st in April. I had $5,000 in credit before I moved back. They paid off all of that, obviously. They bought me Rolling Loud tickets. And not just me, okay? They spoiled my friends too. Me and my best friend recently went to Laguna Beach and stayed in a hotel that was like $1,500 a night. They paid for it all. They paid for massages, facials, the drinks. I mean, I think you get the point. I literally don't have to pay for anything. And even if I do, they just reimburse me for it. So really, I'm just never spending my own money. And who doesn't want that? That's why I'm here, to put you guys on, because this is so easy and there's so many pay pigs in this world. There's enough for all of us to share. It's not going to run out. You know how many weird old men are in this world? They're never going to run out. So take advantage in 20.
Little cutie patootie out there just turned 21, not spending any of her own money. And it's not her. She quote unquote, I'm here to put you guys all on game so you can learn. So what happens is there's girls that actually learn from this. Roll the next tape of the girl who said, thanks for that video. I'm going to learn on my own. Check this one out.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, so cute. I know I'm not the only girl who runs across that TikTok page that talks about bullying men into money. And I want to try it as a beginner. Like, without taking or buying any courses from other girls, I just want to see how easy it is and how much I can make in a day. Courses. So I'm going to start a new series. I just want to see, like, where these men are and how easy it is to bully these men into money. I mean, why not? I know I'm not the only girl.
Do me a favor, Alejandra, while I ask this question, pull up the first article that we pulled up about the findoms and pay pigs.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, Michael, while she's pulling this up, you know,
what did you just say?
They out there saying, I want to see the receipts, right? What is this? Ladies, help me out here. What do the pictures say? Go ahead.
Pay pigs and findoms.
Scroll down.
How does the world of financial domination work?
Yeah. POV, what?
The paying
pays for everything.
Okay.
Like
what else?
Have bought me that I absolutely love. Shut up and listen to your goddess.
Okay. Scroll down because there's one more thing I want you guys to see. Punch in on that thing in black. I want you to. Okay. Girls, read what this says and read it loud. Go.
Let's read it together. Girls deserve money for doing nothing.
Keep saying. Okay.
That's
now,
great.
Brandon.
Yes.
Do guys deserve money for doing nothing?
Hell no.
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 So why are the rules different for men and women?
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true right there, but I think that this is mental illness from these guys, and that, you know, when you're in that world of not having a lot of social interaction, it's easy to get caught up in that. But that said, I think the biggest problem is them like lacking the boldness to like go out there and at least try to do it, because you know, at the end of the day, it's a volume game, and the ugliest dude could go out there with confidence and, you know, make something happen eventually. But I mean, this industry of online dating and OnlyFans and stuff makes it a lot easier to not face your fears of going out there and, you know, just shooting your shot.
But ultimately, the guy who tries and tries and tries and tries and fails and then eventually succeeds, he's going to be better off than the guy who's wasting his money on OnlyFans.
Absolutely.
Even if he's able to see 1,000 naked bodies
too.
within the period of a month, it is unearned intimacy. And when that becomes your norm, unearned intimacy, being like the most valuable sacred thing that you have as a woman is your beauty, your naked body. It's the most intimate part of yourself. And if you're willing to put a price tag on it, it shows how much you clearly do not value yourself. And men who are willing to invest into that, I mean, at the end of the day, it speaks volumes about the type of man that they are. Again, it's unearned intimacy, and it shows that that's the only type of intimacy they can get. Otherwise, they'd be getting the real type, because that is the one that actually makes you feel good. And this unearned intimacy at the end of the day will have you feeling like a simp. It'll make you sick. You won't be able to sleep at night, but your animalistic gratifications are satisfied in the moment.
All that is good in a world that when you're gonna go, okay, let me explain something to you. When you're gonna go ahead and look for the meaning of a word, what is the first thing that you say, that you go to do?
When you're gonna go where?
if I tell you
The etymology?
no, I'm sorry.
The internet?
The meaning of a word. If
The
you-
etymology. When you're looking for the
Origin.
trace of the
Origin.
meaning.
The
It's called the
dictionary.
etymology.
Oh,
Yes,
exactly.
the
So
etymology.
What do you do when you are going to find what the word is, where is the origin, or all of that? Where do you go to see it?
The etymology. You
Where
look
do you go to
Dictionary.
see it?
Dictionary, yeah, the
I don't know what they're doing in Australia.
Anyway,
we use
yeah.
dictionaries
Go ahead.
here.
Let
Yeah,
me speak to you then.
Go
Where
ahead.
do you go to see it?
Thank you, Angelina, for
Thank
doing
you.
my
You're
show.
welcome. Where do you go to see it?
I go to the
If
interweb.
I tell you right now.
Right now, I go to the
If I tell
interweb.
see ya.
Google.
What does see ya mean? So where do you go?
The internet.
Google.
Right?
Google.
Google, right? Right? Why don't you open a dictionary? It's the same thing with dating. We are in 2024. This is what's happening. People are going to live the life that we are living in right now. And at the end of the day, people don't have time. And this makes some people sane. OnlyFans.
It makes people sane.
have you said
Don't
that-
you think? No.
It does,
What again?
it does.
It's
Well,
satisfying a very
it does.
short-term gratification.
No,
It's hitting some
it does.
chemical levels in your brain. It's
All of
satisfying.
that
is
some
to prove that,
dopaminergic
though.
responses. But so far as your ability to
Listen,
live
don't
as a
be mad because the guy's
sustainable
not spending
human
money on
being,
you and he's rather
You have to
spend it on
provide
somebody
data,
on
though, for
OnlyFans.
people.
That's
Okay,
not how it
hold on,
works.
hold
The
on.
way you win an argument like that, you have to show the data of what
back-
psychology and science shows.
She's
One
just
second,
And what it
one
does
second.
to the brain.
1 second.
Okay,
Let's-
yeah, and
let's-
it's
have to show
pretty
data.
apparent that when you have
shut
a fully-
everyone's mics off. Relax. Let's just understand something. With all due respect, you did porn for how long?
Ooh.
Porn.
Come on.
Corn.
So,
I did-
Amy, have you ever done anything sexual on the internet?
Never.
Who do you think qualifies more likely to be someone's wife?
I am a wife, she's not, so obviously me.
So you say porn stars qualify more to be a wife?
No.
Than a
You
pretty
tell me
hardworking woman?
What make you think that I'm not a hardworking woman?
No, I'm saying your career.
No,
You're a porn
It's
star.
really
How
hard
is this
to
not a
suck
hardworking?
dick,
You
I'm
just
sure.
said something very,
On
very
camera
interesting.
especially.
Yeah.
You just
Sure,
said
it's
something
really
very
difficult.
interesting. You say who qualify more as a wife? Obviously me, because she's not married. And if we're gonna talk
Okay.
about sexualizing her, let's just sexualizing right now.
I'm not saying you.
I think that
remove
men look
yourself
for
from
different
this
things
equation.
also.
Are you saying that? Hold on. We got to stay here for a second. Are you saying
Let's stay
that
here.
when a woman does corn or OnlyFans,
Yes.
would that typically make her more likely to be wifey material or
To you,
less likely?
maybe to you, not.
No.
On
In
average,
general. In general.
In general, you have to ask the man that she's dating.
Okay.
the average
There's a lot
guy.
of men
In
that
gen-
don't
in
care.
Are you
general.
not
Yeah,
willing
but
to
like a
acknowledge that
healthy
when a
guy.
woman does sex on the internet, that's going to lower her chances of a man taking her seriously?
In 1980s, yeah, not right now.
What changed since,
No.
what changed since 1980s? You think guys
The
are
way
okay
that
with-
people think and
you
the
think
way that the
guys
world
are,
is
are more
going.
okay with marrying hoes now?
As much as they say they're not because they want to be politically correct, yes, they are.
Well, that just speaks volumes about her like husband, and we obviously don't know her situation. But like on the balance of probability, you're
Let me
right.
flex-
Most guys
Yeah.
will not take a woman seriously if she's had a very promiscuous past, and especially if that past has been made public on any type of platform. People think that just because it's behind a paywall, just because it's on OnlyFans, it's a legitimate platform. Listen, you did porn. We're talking
I
about
did.
OnlyFans here.
Yeah.
I
Guys,
did.
people can screenshot. They can
Generally-
screen record.
generally-
And
Porn does
listen,
too.
even if you don't care about the effects it has on you, think about the future
Yes.
generation. What
Yes.
about your children? How is your
Yes.
son
Let's talk
gonna
about it.
feel?
Let's talk
what
about
about
it.
the example you're
Let's
setting
talk
to
about
your
it.
Do you have kids?
daughter?
Let's talk about it. Let's
Do you
speak
have
volumes.
kids?
Yes, let's speak volumes
Hold on,
about.
hold on.
Yes, I do. I got to.
As much as I appreciate what you're doing, I'm going to host the show.
Two. I got to.
You're going to answer the question.
Yes, I had to.
And no one's going to talk unless I talk to you. Because Jayla's going to talk soon. How old are your kids?
I have a 23 and a 10.
Okay, so the 23-year-old can use the Google.
Definitely.
What's the conversation you had with him? Like, listen, he's 23, he's a guy? Hey, son, I have done some stuff on the internet. Don't go on that page because you might see mom. How'd that conversation go?
Exactly like that.
Okay.
Exactly like that.
And what did he say?
And when he was 18, I started porn when he was 8. So I was also on TV, on Spanish TV. So it was kind of weird to him that mama was famous. So at one point he didn't know whether his mom was famous because of corn or he was famous because of something else. But my husband, was speaking volumes of, it's a U.S. veteran, an amazing man that helped me and made not only with me a beautiful family outside of porn, that has nothing to do with my decision of doing porn. So the type of men that I married,
Yeah.
which is not a basic man, And it's not a man with obviously fake values because he know what he was getting himself into and he's so beyond that. And the reason why we are married 15 years with 2 beautiful kids, with, by the way, my kid is a classical musical teacher
Okay.
on Miami-Dade. So everything that you guys want to say about whether a porn star mom is not value, none of you guys
So-
are married and none of you guys, not you,
Yeah.
when I'm saying most of the time that people say this, they just get stuck
Angelina.
on these ways.
Are you still married?
Yes, I am
Okay,
married.
Angelina, here's what I'm going to say to you because I want to get everyone in here. Number one, you're a firebrand. Good for you. I like you. But there's a few things I know about you. Fush out.
Yes.
Ready? You are a full-on exception. You're not the rule.
Yeah, you're an exception.
Under, no,
I am.
Soak that in.
I am.
No, okay. You're also, you know how they say denial isn't the only, just a river in Egypt? You're in denial about the fact that men, the top men, are not very comfortable introducing sex workers to mama and to grandma. It's just not a thing. Now, it worked out well for you.
And for a lot of
you
people that I
managed
know,
your
maybe
situation.
that's why.
That's
Not
what?
just in the
And for a
1980s,
lot of
by the
people-
way.
And for a lot of
Present day
people
time.
that I personally know, so maybe that's why. And I am definitely not the basic person. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
And I get
Thank
this
you.
a lot. And the only reason why I agree with a lot of things that you say, but more not because of the way that you say it, just because of the mentality that certain people have. And if those people that achieve everything that I personally have would open their mind just a little, maybe they were not single on 40.
Well, what's the mentality that you claim me to have? I'm confused. Like, what
I don't claim
She's
to
very
have.
open-minded.
No, you said
So-
that you agree with some of the things that we
you
say, but the
definitely,
mentality that
because
we.
I
so what's the
understand where
mentality?
you're coming from.
So what's the mentality
Yours,
that
the
you
stuff
say
that you
prevent-
say.
You mean culture?
The stuff that you say, like all this high value, you're not gonna be. I'm telling you, I did. So what are you gonna tell me
well,
now?
he just
Well, we
said
just
it's the
established
exception
that
to
you're
the
the
rule.
exception.
It's
And not
the-
only that,
Here-
you have to
here-
look at also who
we're
she's
gonna ask each
married
of the
to.
ladies a
Who-
question.
Who is she also married to? That's it.
He's a U.S.
Definitely.
veteran.
That's the point I was going to make.
I said that
That's
too.
it.
I
I'm
literally
not-
said that. We don't know who her
Ladies,
husband
I'm
is.
before-
saying that obviously my husband speaks volumes about my husband. Do you know my husband to say such dumb shit? No,
Angelina.
you don't.
No, we're talking not about
Here
you.
we
It's
go.
not a personal
Everybody
attack.
shut your stupid faces. Here we go. Let's ask a question for the ladies.
Yes.
You know how I know? Like, I'm telling you how men operate.
Definitely.
You manage 1,000
Yes.
OnlyFans girls.
Yes.
Real quick, would you marry an OnlyFans
No,
girl? You
absolutely
would not.
not.
Why?
What if it's just feet?
Hold on.
That's
That's true.
It's just,
feet.
Does
It's
not
just-
exist.
You wouldn't.
no, absolutely
Okay.
not.
Brandon, you're doing
Hell
well
no.
for. Okay, gotcha. So you just heard from men. Take that for what you will.
Disgusting. From
But
these
ladies,
3 men.
how about this? Ladies, you're all beautiful. You can make as much money in the world doing porn or sex work or OnlyFans. Marissa, why don't you do it?
I think you do have a really solid point when it comes to a high value man, one that has good morals with family. Just overall, I think the type of man that I would attract or would go for, a high value man, would probably not go for someone important. And I understand you may be the exception, and I appreciate that. I met your husband back, and he was great. So I get
Oh, he's
that.
here?
Yes.
Oh, it's good.
But overall, I would say most high value men that do prioritize family and things like that or align with my morals probably wouldn't date
So
somebody
you wouldn't do
important.
it because of your morals and also the man that you're looking to attract.
Exactly.
Okay. Janelle, also a very attractive girl. Why don't you do sex work?
Everything she just mentioned, but also I know the impact that it has on society, especially children. And I know that I don't advocate for that type of ethos and that culture. And personally, I'm a huge advocate for children. So that's primarily the reason why.
Got it. Not J-Lo, but J-La.
J-Law.
Why? Have you ever done any sort of modeling, dancing? I know you're a mogul.
No, I ain't do no.
Okay, so why don't you do
none of
it?
that.
You can make
That
money.
ain't my thing right there.
Tell me why.
Right now?
Why don't you do it?
That's just. I just don't want that attached to my name. I
Okay.
don't want to be like she did OnlyFans. She was a. That's just
Yeah,
not my
we're-
thing.
Respect. I don't.
It's just that's just how I see it
I'm
for
not in the
myself.
shaming business.
Yeah.
I'm in the accountability business. Hey, whatever you do, there's going to be some accountability. I'm a money guy.
And I have a lot
So
of
if I
friends
want
that
to
do
tell,
it.
if I want to tell young men out
respect
there,
it.
hey, listen, this is why I think you need to save your money
Yes.
so you can invest, so you can be wealthier down the road.
And then
So you
can
don't
get all
live for
the
today, you
women-
can live for tomorrow. But if you want to go blow a check at the shrimp club or pop bottles on the weekend, do you. I'm not going to judge you. But I'm also telling you, like, you're kind of going to need that money later. Same thing works for the women. Hey, listen, if you guys want to use your sex appeal when you're in your 20s and do your thing on the internet, do you. But in your 40s, or when you want to get married, or when you have kids, you kind of got to explain yourself to your son or your future husband or grandma or mom. You got some explaining to do if you've ever seen I Love Lucy. Natalia,
Yes.
I know you're considering maybe putting some pictures of your feet on the internet.
That's because you're pushing it.
Hey, I gotta make money.
You're trying
I gotta
to
make
push
money.
it.
But why haven't you done OnlyFans or anything like that?
Well, first off, my mom would totally beat my ass. That's for sure. That's the first
With
thing.
a chancleta.
Yeah, and with
You know about
anything
that.
that she can grab. But it's just, I didn't grow up in that type of family environment. I grew up in, a close-knit family, different morals, different values, and that just doesn't align with some of the things that, my day-to-day is and what I was grown up with. So I don't choose to do that. But I know out there, I'm not going to lie, I do have a lot of individuals that I've met throughout the time, even working here and putting some of these panels together, some of the ladies in the industry. And just because this is the industry that they're in doesn't make them bad women. No. It just makes them in a different category of women. So
and oftentimes they're victims. Honestly, I feel like they're victim of their circumstances. And before they're even able to form, like for women, like they say it's about 25 when your brain actually fully develops. And for most people in this digital age, they're exposed to pornography, to sex, to all of these things on a day in and day out basis. It's inundated in music, culture, everything else that's around us. And so at this point, a lot of these women are victims. Now, does that mean that I am negating the accountability from them? No. That's why shows like this are very important, so we can speak about these things and educate on them.
Well,
but
so
at the end of the...
Go ahead. Amy, finish your sentence, and I'm going to ask Mike.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, oftentimes, this is a product of the culture that we're living in today.
Michael, speak to the
which is by design.
I do agree.
Yeah,
you know what? I do agree with her on that. So there you go. We see eye to eye on something.
There you go. Look for a new podcast coming soon.
25
Amy and Angelina.
I love
Michael,
her.
speak to the victim.
25 should be the age of porn. Yes, I agree.
It was interesting when you said the victim part, because I think out of everyone here, I've got the most, data speaks more than anecdote or emotion. At the end of the day, numbers don't lie, facts don't lie, opinion, I could think think what you think doesn't matter, but what facts say, that matters, right? So you said the victim part. I mean, I know there are some clients that I've had where maybe they're definitely from a very low socioeconomic background. You can kind of tell. But I've also had other clients where their dad sent them to a private school and it cost $50,000, not exaggerating, $50,000 a year for them to go to the best school in the country and all of that. And then before you know it, they've turned 19 and they've sent my company a message and said, hey, can you make me...
By clients, you mean the girls?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So walk us through the two different polarizing sort of binary choices. So,
to me,
hey, I'm broke. Hold on.
irrelevant.
I'm broke. I need to make money for my family. Like, this is what I got to do to survive. Versus a good girl who comes from a very wealthy family. Why do they do it? Walk us through those two mindsets.
One of them's definitely... I think, both of them is to make money. I don't think anyone would be doing OnlyFans if it was all free.
Yes.
I mean, I might be wrong there.
Yeah, it's quick, easy money.
From what I've seen, they all do it to generate.
But why the rich girls? Because they have family
They want
money.
more money, maybe. They just want more money.
So
you don't
all
think
about
that
Do you
attention
think
is a
that's-
currency that's
Oh,
as
yeah,
value to
of
women
course, yeah.
as money is
Honestly,
to men?
rebellious.
And it triggers the same dopaminergic responses in
Yes.
their brain as what money does for men?
Yes.
But
That
attention is what every woman
currency?
wants. Attention is what every woman wants. Otherwise, you would have come with pants today. So you want attention too.
Wait,
That's
Michael,
so
so can I ask a
funny.
question
Like
quick?
half of the women on this panel have their legs exposed.
I want
Dang.
attention, but you saying that you don't. Come with pants, dress like a nun.
No, I'm saying that I wouldn't do
Nice dress,
porn.
Adam.
There's a very
Put
big
your hair back. Don't
No,
wear makeup.
hey,
Be
no,
your natural self.
Hey, no, I get it.
Be a strong natural
Listen,
woman.
no, we can throw shots all day, but there is a very big difference between a woman who is willing to put a price tag on her naked
Listen,
body
we
versus
talk
a woman
potato,
who's wearing
potatoes.
a very normal level of dress.
Alejandra,
No.
pull up the clip. Pull up the clip of
Potato,
Amy.
potatoes to that.
Okay.
Okay.
No, there is. We're having fun here. Thank you for these conversations.
But we are.
Is there a
Can I ask a
woman?
question?
Is there a woman on this panel other than these two who are wearing a shorter dress than me? Are you saying that every woman on this panel?
But no one is
are
talking about being so nice.
No, but what we're talking about is selling your naked body for a price tag.
None of them are a problem with
actually what we're talking about.
I think back to what you were saying.
To talk about
back to what you were saying.
There is a big difference between putting a price tag on your naked body versus wearing an outfit that anybody would wear in
realize that you want
context.
attention. You just want it in a way that you
So,
don't
but there's levels of
want it.
attention. There's levels of attention.
Yeah.
Honey, all
She's
girls
not
like
making.
attention.
She's not making. Yeah. Look.
Okay, so
I
people
have
want
been
more than
dead
others.
broke and have men in my sphere saying, hell, at least sell fit pics to make enough money to get by. And I've literally said, no, I will never indulge a man's sick, sadistic
That's
fantasies
you.
like
Look.
that. And I would rather be broke
But
than
that's
even
you.
sell a picture of my toe.
But
That's
that's
the
you.
difference between you and me.
But
So
that's
yes,
you.
I'll wear
Men.
a dress on this show, but I will never
It's
sell
perfectly
my naked
fine.
body for a fucking price
It's
tag.
perfectly
That's
We
the
don't
fine.
difference
have to
between
And
you
your
and me.
primitive,
So
I don't have
that's
primitive
true.
beliefs like that. I don't have
Ooh.
primitive beliefs. It's perfectly fine. I accept
You
you the way
think this
you
is a
are.
primitive belief?
In my opinion, yes.
I just think it's two different type of
Wow.
Go
women.
ahead, J-Lo.
I think
Guys,
in
guys.
I
The
think
way
in
that the
today's
show
world,
works is not
yeah.
everybody can
One
talk
speaker
at
I
once.
was gonna say, I
time.
think in a generation we live in and what's coming about with social media and all the different platforms, I think it distinguishes the different type of women now.
Yeah.
So not even just to OnlyFans, but you can be an influencer, you could be whatever you want to be now. You know, so
Yeah.
and it's a lot of different men now too. Remember this, we're talking about one specific guy. I understand both of what they're saying. But like, okay, let's just say the fast life guys. A lot of those guys maybe were like lame in high school or something, but now they have a lot of money. So now they can go get this other kind of woman. They can afford it and they can marry her because they never thought they would be able to get that kind of woman. So
Yes.
women of that caliber are getting wiped up. They are getting the lifestyle still because it's like a generation, rappers and what they're putting out there now is sending out a different message from just before what you
Well,
were
there's
saying.
definitely been a
Yeah,
sort
but
of a
is that the top
decline.
cream
Amy,
of the crop?
Amy.
Like the
Yeah,
example
no, I
of
was-
social media versus real life. Like in real life, the promiscuous woman does not get picked.
No,
in real life, in average everyday life,
they
that
do.
woman.
But let me.
there's
I
no
would just
difference.
like to know one thing. I have one question.
Yes, they
I
do.
have one
Go ahead,
question.
Janelle. Go ahead, Janelle.
You be the
Didn't
traffic
Donald
guy.
Trump
Yep.
marry a woman that was highly promiscuous?
Yep, he did.
That's where I was going next.
Are you
sure
saying
did.
you're saying
Ask your question again.
Meliana,
She was a model.
Melania
Meliana
Trump?
Meliana Trump was an escort.
She
We
was
all
a
know
model. She wasn't
it.
getting
No,
naked.
she was an escort.
She was an escort also.
She was an
Yeah,
escort.
she was
We
an
all know
Oh,
escort.
yeah, this is news to
Don't
me
be
that she was an
delusional.
escort.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You
Don't
think
be
after of all the
delusional,
stuff they're trying to
guys.
criticize him for, they wouldn't bring
And
that
but
up?
I'm
that's
not.
bullshit. There's no way.
No, that
He did
is
everything in the world to
delusional.
try to get him on
In
something.
this hush money trial,
But
there is no fucking
delusional.
way
Well,
he's married to
yeah.
an escort and that isn't front page.
They'd be all over that.
That's
So
ridiculous.
here's what we're gonna end this segment because we're gonna move on.
Yeah, because
It is true. One of the best things that I've learned from Coach Greg Adams, shout out to him, is that every woman wants your meat, gentlemen. Your money, your energy, your attention, and your time. No doubt. There's different types of women that are willing to sacrifice whatever it is for the money, the energy, the attention, and the time. Here's a clip from Amy when we asked her, hey, listen, what's the kind of price tag that you would put on your dignity? Alejandra, do you have that clip?
Yes.
Go ahead. Make 40 grand a year working a regular job, or 400 grand a year doing OnlyFans.
Yeah, I would rather go back to
400.
OnlyFans than do that.
Natalie, what are you
Yes.
picking?
400.
Okay.
I will pick the 400.
Obviously, 400K.
400K all the
Okay,
way. If
all
you're
right.
not taking it, you're dumb. If I do the 400K, but I put my nude body out there, that would really impact my self-esteem. I think it would make me depressed.
Amy?
I don't think money should ever cost your dignity. 40K. It's almost disrespectful to your future family as well. Did you guys see the thing about the kid who ran out of school because he was bullied about his mom's OnlyFans? Like that is something that is going to continue to happen and happen and happen. And so I think it's also out of respect to your husband and your future family.
Would you? Okay, cool. So here's where we're gonna end it. Ladies, you pick your lane. It's all good.
It's not a problem.
If you're comfortable with your decisions and the ramifications of your decisions, do you. But I'm just letting you know, most men are gonna want their woman to answer how she answered, but most women are gonna be like, I'll take the 400. So there's short-term and there's long-term thinking. You can either, drown in debt and ball out, or save and invest. It's on you. Whoa. If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.